Welcome to the Healthy Workplace, where we explore ways to create healthier, more productive work environments. I'm Dr. Williams, and today we're tackling an issue that affects millions, and that's burnout. Burnout isn't just about feeling tired, it's a chronic state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged workplace stress. It impacts not only individuals, but also organizations, reducing productivity and increasing turnover. But how did we get to come to understand about burnout? What does the research say? And most importantly, how can we prevent it? Let's dive in. The concept of burnout first emerged in 1970 by an individual by the name of Dr. Hubert Friedenberger, a psychologist that noticed patterns of emotional and physical exhaustion in healthcare workers, particularly those who were highly dedicated to their jobs. He described burnout as a loss of motivation, emotional depletion, a decline in job performance, and soon after that, an individual by the name of Dr. Christina Maslach expanded on this work. She conducted in-depth research on professionals experiencing burnout and identified 3 core components, now measured by the Maslach Burnout Inventory, which is widely known and very popular. Now let's break down those 3 components of burnout. Number 1, first we have emotional exhaustion. This is the overwhelming feeling of being drained, both physically, emotionally, and you may feel like you have nothing left to give at work. Even small tasks feel overwhelming, and rest doesn't seem to help. No matter how many hours of sleep you get, it just doesn't seem to help. Next we have is depersonalization, or cynicism. This refers to developing a detached negative or cynical attitude towards work or your colleagues. You may feel disconnected from your job, stop caring about clients or your coworkers, and struggle to find meaning in what you do. Third, we have reduced personal accomplishments. This is the feeling that your work is no longer meaningful or that you are ineffective at your job despite your best efforts. You may feel unproductive, undervalued, or like you're just not getting through with the motions. These 3 elements create a vicious cycle. Exhaustion leads to cynicism, which lowers motivation and productivity, reinforcing the feeling of burnout. So what does the research say about burnout? Well, let's dive into it a little bit more. Burnout has been studied extensively since the 1970s, and research always shows it is very consistent that it shows how it affects individuals and organizations in serious ways. There was a study by the Journal of Occupational Health Psychology found that burnout leads to higher absenteeism in the turnover rate for employees at the job. Also, lower job satisfaction and engagement among employees. There's also a risk of mental health issues like anxiety and depression. And also in 2019, a World Health Organization report even classified burnout as an occupational phenomenon. Acknowledging its long-term consequences, it's clear that burnout isn't just an individual problem. It's a workplace epidemic that needs proactive solutions. So now let's examine some of the key warning signs of burnout and how do you know if you're experiencing burnout. Here are the major warning signs. Number 1, chronic exhaustion. You feel drained after rest. Increased negativity or cynicism. You lose motivation and feel disconnected. There's a decline in your performance. Work feels overwhelming, and tasks usually take longer than usual. You used to complete jobs in like an hour. Now it's taking you 3 hours to do it. Next, we have physical symptoms. We have headaches, stomach issues, muscle tension, or frequent illnesses. Ignoring these signs can lead to severe consequences. So it's essential to take action early. So how do we prevent burnout? Now, preventing burnout requires a combination of personal and organizational strategies. One of the strategies we can use is setting clear boundaries. Avoid checking work emails after hours. I know we like to stay connected to work. Take regular breaks. Short mental resets improve focus and your energy. You want to prioritize your self-care. Exercise, proper sleep, and mindfulness help reduce stress. Another thing is seek support, whether from a manager, mentor, mental health professional, friends. For organizations, fostering a culture that values employees' well-being, such as implementing flexible work policies and promoting open communication, can make a huge difference. So here are some of the closing thoughts about burnout. Burnout is preventable. When we recognize the signs early on and take proactive steps by prioritizing our well-being, both employees and organizations can create more sustainable workplaces. I want to thank you for joining me today on The Healthy Workplace. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with someone who might need it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. It really helps us reach more people just like you. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, take care and keep moving forward. You've got this.